May profits be upon you. I'm in this live trade right now. Uh, this is actually a real time trade, and it's with that's real time account. Um, as you can see, is my broker, and if you know what to look for, you can tell if this is real or not. I'm just trying to concentrate on this doggone this trade. Now, why did I take the trade? Well, it's been in a downtrend. It's been thrashing about. I'm on the 1 minute, right? And I had a fair value gap here. You see how I have the sessions here? London high, New York high. It's been bearish since the tariff mentioned, the tariff declarations yesterday, and today it's been making lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then it broke above here. I was like, "Ooh, we're on our way up." It still respected that high. So I'm still thinking that we are still influenced by lower highs. And I also looked at gold, and gold was heading down. So I was like, you know what? I'm not messing around with that. So right now, I'm about to move my stop loss into profit, and I'm hoping that it doesn't play around at the bottom here. I wanted to take this low, and that's what it did. And we are home free. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. I should have held on to these lows, no doubt about it. But this is a 2.5, 2.4 R trade. That's good. Could I have followed it? I certainly could have. I had two lots on, so I could have took both. But I'm happy. I'm happy with this. All right. I don't know if it gets past this. I don't know for sure, but I know that between in this bearish leg of structure and this pullback to right around to 786, between 705 and 786 fib, I thought that between this high and this low, I can get 2R. I can get it coming back from premium to what do you call it? Discount. So, and I got a CISD here that I want to see how it reacts once it gets there. This is a follow-on trade, so I'm just doing what I doing doing what day traders do. Okay, I got to do this better next time. As far as my breakdown, but I'm gonna tell you what I did. Let me see. If we go to the daily, I got my bias right. The bias after this candle, I had a bullish fair value gap. If you watched my videos earlier this weekend, I said we'll see how price reacts when we get to this bullish fair value gap. All right, it should it could use it to go higher. All right, there is a better one down here. This is a weekly fair value gap, if I'm not mistaken. This one's the first fair value gap after prices peaking, and it took the all-time high after it took this high here. So I was like, this bullish fair value gap might not hold. So we'll see. Price came down, came to a close right above the fair value gap. So I'm like, maybe it's gonna hold. Maybe let's go to the 4 hour. Maybe it's gonna hold. Maybe not. We'll see. All right, here's that daily fair value gap. Price came down here, closed here, and then started to make its way back up. Right. It did probe down lower, down to this. All right, this accumulation before it started distributing up. Now we come back to the same accumulation. Price hits it as support, and it reacts to it, and we are coming back down. Why are we coming back down? Let me turn this indicator off. This sessions indicator. All right. because it hit this bearish fair value gap here. That's a bearish one, right? And it's still heading down. Look at that. I didn't get it right. I still didn't get it right. All right. All right. So price comes up to it, gives us a turnaround. All right. A CISD up in there. It closes past that first candle. That there is a pretty good, um, a pretty good sign. And the closure below this series of up close candles would be a body close below that would definitely signal more down or more bearishness to come, so that we can hit the higher probability um, weekly fair value gap. So I'm looking for this line. All right, we saw how prices reacting here. We closed above those down close candles and shot up, did its job. Now we're over here, and I want to see if we can get a close past that line. Once we get a close past that line, a pullback will be a high probability trade to the downside, in my opinion, sweeping these uh, these lows, these ascending lows, which are a very nice draw on liquidity. All right, let's go down to the 1 hour, and what we can see is this series of up close candles. We come to it, and then we finally get the close below it. Price comes back up. This is high probability, folks. This is high probability. This is where I live, and that's where I took that short from, that area up there. Let me see if we get down to the 5 minute. All right, there we go. Now, where should I have taken the trade? No, it's not where you should have taken the trade. Where were the opportunities? All right, the opportunities were after this close. You see these up close candles here. We close past it here. A pullback to those high close those up close candles would have been nice. The high is protected. It came close. Make no mistake about it. It came close. All right, but if you had your stop loss above that high, you were safe and you went down. Look, once I see that there is a bullish fair value gap being disrespected, all right, and then there's a CISD right there, that I'm looking for this entry. I'm looking for that entry. I'm looking for this entry. Why? Because we have up close candles. We have a bullish fair value gap right here. It was disrespected. And then we finally get a close below those candles. All right. When I'm looking for the pullback for entry for a short, we got that pullback here. All right. And if you would have took it, if you would have did a 1-to-1 or whatever, you would have been all right here. All right. But this one, I would have let this one go, because look at that fair value gap. All right, it would have to travel a long time to get that one. It would have had to travel a long time to get that one. So I was looking at this turnaround right up in here, I was looking at this turnaround on the lower time frame. Look at that. Saying if it's going to turn around, I'm going to catch it. And I saw this. This is my pattern. Anybody who watch my videos knows that I'm looking for the signature of price: a high, a higher low, a higher high that sweeps that old high, just a stop hunt, and then a lower low, breaking the higher low, breaking the higher low. The pullback into this bearish leg of structure is the high probability trade to the downside. And what did we get? What did we get? We got a push up, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and then a lower low. Pull back into this area. That's your entry. All right. I got in a tad bit late. But I was looking for there was something I was looking for on the 30-second. I look on the 30-second. I'm not going to show you on this chart because I have to go to my TradeAvate chart. That's what I do. I look on the TradeAvate chart for the seconds, the 30-second and 15-second. I'm looking for that area of that you see here, You see it very small here. That is a bullish fair value gap. I want to see that disrespected, right? But I want to see it disrespected with a bullish fair value gap. I mean, a bearish fair value gap. I want to see an expansion past it. Yes, this one gave me my CISD and all that good stuff. Came back to it and it reacted properly, but I was looking on the 32nd to see it clearly. And on the 32nd, I got to see what I wanted to see. The displacement, the bearish expansion past that CISD. That's all I wanted to see. So now what do we got here? I got to answer the phone. To be continued.